Hi, this is Paul coming to you from the Virginia State Golf Association. This is a video that describes how to create and then push an offer on the VIP golf card portal. First thing that you need to do is log in with your user ID and password. And you are now presented with the dashboard, which is the home page for the club representatives. Now if I scroll down, you can see that there's buttons here for adding an offer, list the existing offers, golfer redemptions, and then obviously to log out. Right now we're going to add an offer. We will add a 2017 special offer. This is now the screen that you're going to use to construct the offer, and it will take you through it step by step. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to get rid of the heading so that the entire work area is visible on the screen. That will make it much easier to work with. So as you can see, there are a number of steps. Step 1 down through step 8, and we will get through all of them. First thing that we need to do is select the months when this offer is valid. So let's say that this offer is going to be valid January, February, March, and you can see as I click these, they're getting highlighted up here in the calendar. And again, what we want is we want this calendar section to look the way that we want our offer to be. So we'll pick a few more months. There are a couple of other buttons here. There's a clear button. There's a button to select all the months. And then I can just go about and deselect some of the months that I don't want. Then I'm going to click the next button when it looks the way that I want. Now, we have to pick the days that the offer is valid. If I click all days, it's going to select all the days, and then I can start deselecting days. I can also hit clear, and it will clear my day selections. So I'm just going to say that this is good for all days of the week. And I'm going to click next. Now we're going to set the pricing. There are two different pricing options. Either a fixed dollar amount, which would mean something like $25 off per round, or there's a percent discount, which would be like 20% off per round. So let's pick a fixed dollar for this example. Fridays. This is how you price your Fridays, not whether Friday is actually a weekend or a weekday. But if your Fridays are priced the same as your weekends, you would select weekend, otherwise you would select weekday. So for this example, we'll say that Friday pricing is weekend pricing. Now what we need to do is select, we need to set the pricing, and we do that month by month. If the pricing was the same all the months, I could just say all months, put in a weekday fee and a weekend fee, and that's all I would have to do. If I have different pricing for different months, then I have to do it groups of months at a time. So I see that we're working here with January through June and then November through December. So why don't we set the pricing a little bit different. So I'm going to deselect everything except January through June, and I'm going to say that our weekday fee is $55. And now this is not the dollars off. This is what our weekday fee is going to be. So we're going to say our weekday fee is $55 and our weekend fee is $65. But you know what? I think we're going to give them a better break than that. We're going to say our weekday fee is $25 and our weekend fee is $35. Now I'm going to click Select Fees, and you're going to see that for these months that I've selected, it has put our weekday and weekend fee up on the calendar for the appropriate months. Now I might say, ooh, you know, I really meant that to be a percent off. That's no big deal. I could just select percent discount instead, and it will change those dollar signs to percent signs. Let's go back to fixed dollar. Now what I need to do is I need to set my fees for November and December. So I'm going to clear all those months. I'm going to select November and December, and then I'm going to set a slightly lower fee. So let's say it's going to be $15 and $25. Click my select fees, or set fees, and now you can see that I have 15 and 25 for November and December. I have 25 and 35 for the remaining months. My entire calendar looks good for pricing. Just going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to hit next. Now we are on the set exclusions. I basically just check this box if I want holidays excluded, uncheck it if holidays are not included, Same thing for the card. I check it if the card is included. I uncheck it if the card is not included. So we're gonna give them a break, and we're gonna say holidays are not excluded and the card is included. Starting times. If you have restrictions on starting times, and this has to be the same throughout the year. We can't have different restrictions on starting times for different times in the year. So I would just say on Mondays, the earliest starting time is 10 a.m. and the latest starting time is 1 p.m. And I can do something different for all the other days, but let's just do that for our example right now. I'm going to click Next. This is now how many times they can use this offer. So let's say they can use this 3 times per year. I can also say per week, per month, or per year. 3 times per year I think is sufficient for this offer. It's pretty generous. And I click Next. Now we have a section for special instructions and additional benefits. You can leave these blank. That's fine. If you put anything in here, it's just going to include whatever you type in the text of the offer. So, collared shirts required. That seems like a perfectly reasonable request. So I'm just going to stick that right in there. Additional benefits. I don't like 10% off food. Let's say we're going to give them a free bucket of range balls. When that looks the way that it should, I just click Next. The last thing that I have to do is save my offer. Once I save it, it takes all that information that I entered into the calendar step by step, and it turns it into the text for my offer. I need to look through this, make sure that everything looks the way that I intended it. I see the Monday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Not really what I intended. I think I'd like just to be 10 a.m. to noon. So I can just scroll back up, and I've got to use my right hand scroll bar as well to get the whole tool back into view. So I scroll back up, and I'm going to just click on the Set Available Starting Times button, and it brings me back to this point. So I can just change my 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I can skip over these next few steps. I can go right down to Submit Offer, and I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to look at my offer again. That's nice. Okay, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The offer looks just the way that I want it to. All I need to do now, the offer is saved, it's all set to go. All I need to do now is hit the Go Back to Home page, and it brings me back to the dashboard. I'm going to click on my existing offers. So there's 2 offers out there now. I had one before, and I had one that I just created. This one that I created before was 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is the one that I just created, the 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this text here should look just the way that it did after I saved my offer. There's an option now. Once you create a new offer, you get one opportunity within 7 days to push the offer out as a notification to all people that have the app. And all I would need to do is hit that push button, and it will send the text, or as much of the text as will fit in a notification. It will send it out to all the golfers that have the app and are taking notifications. I get to do that one time. If I click that push button, it'll go ahead and it'll cue it to send it out, and it'll send it out as soon as it can, and then that push button will disappear. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, please contact the VSGA office. Thanks very much.